Hi, do you want to sponsor me? Hello and welcome to another video, and this is the Road to the British Champs, episode 9. Bloody hell. 9 is a big number. Now, I'm sat outside the gym, and I'm afraid it's more of the same today. Sets of 4, working up to an RPE 9. Boring, but I'm going to make it a little bit exciting by mixing things up just slightly. So, I'm going to make the earlier sets a bit lighter, therefore by the time I get to the top set, the RPE 9 set, I'm a bit fresher, my CNS is a bit sharper, and I should be able to hit something a bit heavier and more exciting. And on the topic of more exciting, I've just made my Road to the British Champs series into a playlist. So if you go down to the bottom of my homepage, you'll see the playlist there, which is perfect if you're new to the channel, or you're just a bit of a lazy hobo, and you haven't bothered watching the previous episodes yet. So go and check that out, but for now, I'm going to go in and train. See you in there. Okay, done. That was like not the best. I watched you back. I don't think it was an RPE 9. Like maybe an RPE 9.5. Like I figured, like I knew I had it. I knew I had the last rep. And in my mind, if you know you have a rep, it can't be a true RPE 10. Like a 10 is something where it's in doubt, you know. Anyway, that was 5 plates, 220 for a set of 4. It was a big jump from the 4th set, but the penultimate set. But that was the plan because I wanted to be fresh. Probably a bit optimistic, but I had the number in my head that I wanted to hit today, so stuck with the plan, got it, and I'm satisfied. I obviously would like it to be faster, but like I said, it wasn't an RPE 10, so I'll take that. Bench press, again, try and hit something heavy. Boom, happy with that, very happy with that. That was 147.5 for a set of 4, which is another improvement from last week. And I felt like really rubbish. The first few sets there, working up to that, felt terrible, so I wasn't optimistic at all. But again, I stuck with the plan, and again, it's paid off pretty well. I reckon that was an RPE, maybe a 9, maybe even less than that, but I reckon around a 9, so very pleased. Okay, deadlift, probably going to be absolutely fried, but see what's left.
put the place up. Yeah, we know what we made of. Can't get enough of you, boo.
honest, that was pretty bad. Freaking hell, felt like a 12. I don't know what I'm doing. I noticed the last couple of sets, like when I'm setting the bar down, it's moving to my right because it's really, really close to my left foot. And then that one there, when I put it down after the third rep, the bar was freaking miles from center, so I had to readjust and felt bad, and that threw me off even more. So I don't know, I'll watch it back and figure out what I did, but yeah, safe to say that was an RPE 10. Anyway, it sucked, it's done, never mind, I'll go home, compose myself and then talk about this week's topic. So today I'm going to talk about competing as a powerlifter, and more importantly, when should you compete. So in this series I'm trying to talk about topics that I'm asked about all the time so that it's relevant for you guys, and this topic definitely falls into that category. People are asking me very, very consistently. They'll say things like, my numbers are this, this and this, when should I compete? Or I can lift this much weight, am I ready to compete? Right, let me start off by saying there are no magic numbers that you have to hit in order to compete. It's not like, oh, I just squatted 4 plates, now I'm ready. When you should compete and if you should compete, it's utterly dependent on you and your preference. Ultimately, anyone can compete at any time. Now, obviously, if you want to compete at like national or international level, there's going to be qualifying totals and entry requirements, but there are loads and loads of competitions going on all the time that anyone can enter. With that said, there are a few things that I think you should consider before you think about competing. Firstly, and most importantly, are you proficient in the squat, bench, and deadlift? If you're new to those lifts and your technique isn't correct or isn't safe, then probably isn't the right time to be competing. Like if you're not hitting full depth in the squat, or you're not pausing properly on your bench press, then when you compete you're going to get red lights and it's going to be a waste of time. Secondly, are you happy with your numbers, and if so, are you ready to make the sacrifice of competing? Because ultimately competing is a bit of a sacrifice. Now if you're new to powerlifting and you're still looking to make progress, you're still looking to get a lot stronger, then it might be worth holding off for a little bit. Competing in a powerlifting competition is going to cost you a bit of money, it's going to take a lot of time, and it's going to lose you realistically probably 2 weeks of training time in which you could have been getting stronger. Lastly, do you even want to compete? Like if you really enjoy training and you're hitting PBs in the gym and things are going well and you're not too fussed about the idea of competing, then don't do it. You know, like you don't have to compete. Don't just do it because other people are doing it or you think it might be cool. Like if you're not that interested, don't worry about it, because like I said a minute ago, it is a bit of a sacrifice, and after you start competing, getting into that cycle, like sometimes, I don't know, training can be less fun because it feels more pressurized, you know. So if you're enjoying what you're doing and you're not too fussed about competing and you have other priorities in your life, then maybe it's not for you. Okay, I've just given you loads of reasons as to why you shouldn't compete in powerlifting. Now I'm going to tell you why you definitely should. It's freaking awesome! Like honestly, I can't recommend it enough. Like it's so good. I've never met someone who hasn't massively enjoyed their first powerlifting competition and who hasn't instantly fell in love with it as a result of doing that. Like you learn so much about yourself as an individual, you learn how to compete, and basically it's just loads and loads of fun. So in conclusion, if you've considered the points I said earlier and you still feel like you're ready to go, you're ready to compete, then by all means do it. You'll have an amazing time and I promise you, you won't regret it. And that is that. The weather is pretty strange right now. It's like sunny, but about 5 seconds ago it was starting to rain, so probably going to go inside, see what the others are doing, and then think about some food. Right, I'm out and about. The weather freaking sucks now. It's gone from like a bit of both to just completely sucking. We've decided to come to Tesco's, and when I say we, I mean I, and when I say Tesco's, I mean Krispy Kreme Centre. Luca and Sayers are sat in the car. Nice monkey, brah. And I have been charged with picking them up. So let's go. Jackpot! Back home again, and I went for the following. So I've got that, which is like cookies and cream, Hershey's I believe, and it looks pretty sick. This, which is my trademark, if you watch my videos any length of time, you know it's my favourite, is a strawberry dream cake. And then that, which is the good old classic Boston cream, chocolate on top, custard in the middle, that appears to be cracked. What the hell, Tesco's? Says, aka the chief, is making a bowl of cheese.
Yeah, that's going to be your lunch.
A bowl of cheese. I haven't eaten yet. It is almost 3 o'clock.
And you get really moody if you haven't eaten.
Yeah, what is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? So basically the reason I'm stressing out is because I have a doctor's appointment in 35 minutes. It's pretty drastic, I might die. That's not true. Basically, I have like incredibly irritating allergies. You might have noticed this again if you've been around my channel for a while. And it tends, I think it's like a damp allergy. So that egg forking is very, very annoying. But you're making my lunch, so that's true. You're making my lunch, so I'll let you All right, that's part of my illness. You wouldn't friggin' laugh at someone with like leprosy, would you? So, some equality, please. Where was I? Sorry. Yeah, so I think it's like a damp allergy. Because every time it rains, I tend to get it, and we live in quite an old house, which I think there's obviously some damp in our house. But I've been to like the doctors maybe twice, and they've given me stuff before, but it's never worked. It's unbelievably annoying because sometimes.
It's annoying for me.
Yeah, that's the worst thing. I'll get like ridiculously allergic, and Sarah's is like, oh my god, this is so hard for me. Friggin' kidding me? Like, I'm the one being allergic. Like, it's hard to explain. It just sucks. Like, if you've had like, I guess, extreme hay fever, you know what it's like. But I basically have an entire day where I'm like blowing my nose and sneezing. Honestly, every 30 seconds, like it's insane.
Now that would be annoying for me. Do you want your lunch?
That light looks absolutely ridiculous, by the way. Anyway, so, long story short, I'm going to have my lunch, have some donuts, go to the doctors, and then sort out my allergy.
And we're live.
Are we actually live?
We're live in the kitchen.
OMG, okay, we're live. So, this is what Sarah's has come up with. That is a 3-egg omelette. 3-egg omelette with cheese, chorizo, or as the Spanish call it, chorizo. And that was a terrible, terrible Spanish accent. And some chive. You can always tell when Sarah's has made / had an input on a
I go the
meal.
extra mile.
Because there's like green things on it. I would
Yeah.
never ordinarily allow that. This is obviously, it looks good, but it's obviously not very substantial, so I'll have to eat some more when I get back to the doctors. But right now my priority, is just to eat quickly because I'm hungry. Right, Sarah, give it a mark out of 10 for heat. 10 being it's going to melt my head, and 1 being
just eat it.
That looks bloody hot, I tell you. Is it a trap? Not too hot, and it's really, geez, that is really good. So the first omelette I've had in like ages. I'd never really have an omelette. I'd never advocate an omelette because like, unless you have 20 eggs, it's not enough calories, but this is good.
I'll put loads of cheese in it for you.
True. Good work, Says. I'll tell you what, when I open up my bakery next year, I'm looking for an omelette chef.
Okay.
Come to an interview, think about it. Right, I failed. The whole omelette sesh took too long. It's now 3:20. My appointment is at 3:30, and the doctor's is like 10 minutes away. Ipso facto, I need to freaking go. So, the crispy excuse me, sir, that's, yeah guys, that's actually really rude. So the Krispy Kreme fest will have to wait until I get back. Bloody doctors. So, got there like 1 minute late, so pretty much on time, and I was sat there waiting for like 15 minutes. Awesome, so glad I rushed my omelette in like 2 seconds and got 3rd-degree burners the whole way down my throat. The moral of the story is, never be on time for the doctors. Anyway, finally, been looking forward to this for the last like hour whilst I sat in the doctor's. By the way, in case you're for some reason curious as to the outcome of the doctors, they prescribed me some nasal spray. Now, this nasal spray is like steroid based. She said that it won't go into your bloodstream, but I'm definitely not risking it with the British Champs 6 weeks away. Imagine if I failed a drugs test for nasal spray, so I'm definitely just going to wait until after the British Champs to start taking that. But anyway, who gives a friggin' crap? Let's eat some donuts. Definitely going for this one first. I've been thinking about this for the whole car journey back. This is the strawberry dream cake, and it's so, so good. Oh my god. I've got like jam and marshmallow inside it. I could eat like 30 of these. We're done now. I'm going for the Boston cream. Absolute classic. I'm gonna say it's probably maybe like my 3rd favourite Krispy Kreme. I really like glazed, just standard glazed ones, but I find it feels like a waste of money buying plain glazed ones, you know what I mean? But in case you're unaware, got loads of custard inside it, and it's so, so good. That was amazing. I honestly, like, if you're watching this Krispy Kreme, just sponsor me. Like, why would you not? Do you know what I mean? Like, I've got the full package, I eat donuts all the time, surely I tick all the boxes as a Krispy Kreme affiliate. In fact, Hi, do you want to sponsor me?
Okay. Myself personally? No, I take it. What was it that you're doing?
So I'm a YouTuber. I've got like 104,000 subscribers, like a kind of fitness food type thing. But the key point here is that I freaking love Krispy Kremes. So I was wondering whether there's any kind of sponsorship opportunity going.
We don't do like donations or sponsors.
What about like maybe you guys should start like an affiliate scheme whereby, for example, you were to give me free donuts and then I have like a Krispy Kreme link. And then people buy donuts through the link, and then I get like commission on the amount of donuts people buy.
It's an awesome idea, but we don't do it, I'm afraid.
Damn it! Okay, well maybe that's a gap in the Krispy Kreme market then.
I'll pass it across the feedback.
Okay, thank you very
If you want
much.
to get fundraiser done today, give us a call back.
Okay, we'll do.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, thank you, love you, bye. Well, I don't say I didn't try. Now, I was planning and quite excited, quite frankly, about eating this last donut, but me and Sarah have just hatched a pretty sick plan as for a video tomorrow that's almost certainly going to involve that singular donut. So, can't say any more, but keep your eyes peeled for that because it's going to be good. But for now, I'm going to wind the video up because I think it's pretty long. So, I sincerely hope you enjoyed it, guys. If you have enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you tomorrow.